AP Problem 10 says account for each of the following observations in terms of atomic theory and or quantum theory, explained with as much detail as possible. So part A says atomic size decreases from Na to Cl in the periodic table. So, because they're in the same period, which we can see here and then over here, the electrons are in the same electron cloud, but as you move across the period, you're adding electron, or you're adding protons as well. So you increase the attraction between the nucleus and the electron cloud. And this makes the atom smaller because it brings the electron cloud closer towards the nucleus. And then part B says the first ionization energy of K is less than that of N. So K has more electron orbitals than Na. So K is below Na in the family, so that's why it has more electron orbitals. And this causes an increase in the core electrons. And this increase in core electrons causes more shielding of the valence shells, so the nucleus is less attracted to the atoms in the valence shells because they're farther away. And because of this, it takes less energy to remove an electron in K, and it lowers the ionization energy. Next, part C says each element displays a unique gas phase emission spectrum. So for this one, said each element has a different quantized energy states for its electrons. The electrons become excited after they absorb energy and change to higher energy states. Electrons fall back down to the ground state. The emission spectrum is seen. Because each photon is associated with spectrum wavelengths, there are many different lines of the emission spectrum. Next, for part D, the Ca2+ and Cl ions are isoelectronic, but the radii are not the same, which ion has a larger radius. So isoelectronic means that they have the same electrons. And even though they have the same number of electrons, they have a different number of protons, which is why they're different elements in the nucleus. So that's where the change in radius comes from. Cl- has a larger radius, and this is because they have the same number of electrons, so they're attracting the same same number of electron shells. So this doesn't cause a difference. However, Ca2+ has more protons, so it pulls the electrons in closer because there's more attraction between the nucleus and the electrons. So that's why Cl is larger. Next, it says compounds containing Cr have been synthesized, but there are no known compounds that contain helium. So that is because the ionization energy of helium is the largest of the periodic table, and we can see this because as you move across the period, it goes up. The ionization energy goes up, and as you move down a family, it goes down. So helium would be the largest. And it has all its s orbitals filled, so all the orbitals are filled, and it fills the octet. And as you can see, Kr is also a noble gas, and it fills the octet. However, it does have empty 4d and 4f orbitals that can be filled, so it can be synthesized.